Welcome back. My next guests are getting ready to help host a massive high school fishing tournament next Saturday on Lake Sam Rayburn. Some members of the Lumberton High School fishing team join me now, along with Deweyville, P&G. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, let's start with you, Brian. First of all, tell me about the Southeast Texas High School Fishing Association.
Well, the High School Fishing Association is made up currently of 29 schools from Deweyville in LCM, Bridge City in Orange County, all the way over to Katy, Splendora, to the Houston market, up to the lakes of Broadus, Huntington, and pretty much everywhere in between to the south, Nederland, P&G. Got almost 700 kids registered with the respective high school fishing teams.
That's a lot. Did you guys ever expect to have that many?
No. We met back in July. We were looking at about 15 teams, and of course we've doubled that, and with that have come that many more kids.
Forgot to mention a couple Buna kids here as well. I think I forgot to mention you guys. I'm sorry, Seth. I'm sorry, guys. As a student angler, what's it been like to be part of the Southeast Texas High School Fishing Association?
It's been really fun. I've grew up fishing my whole life, so it's actually fun to get out there and compete with friends and be out there with like your dad or your boat captain out there fishing and doing things you really love to do.
Trey, let's go over to you now at P&G. How do you guys prepare for tournaments?
Well, every day I pretty much go down to the local ponds and canals down at my street practicing. And we'll go weekends before practicing in lakes and things like that.
Brian, fishing has grown in Southeast Texas, as you know, very much so.
Yes.
What's it been like in the high school reaction to this whole thing?
The thing that's got me is how many people my age, when they hear about this, why didn't they have that when I was in school? I wish they'd had that when I was in school. I mean, I've heard that thousands of times. We could pay for our whole tournament series if I had $1 for every time I've heard that.
That may be a good fundraiser.
It might be. It might be. It's been tremendous. I mean, just when you're at a local store and you hear people talking about it on the next aisle over, it's just crazy to think that we're having such an impact on what's going on in high school right now. I mean, we've got more kids participating, at one event than any other high school activity. We had over 500 kids on the water last month.
You mentioned over 500 kids on the water last time. Set a record, was that correct?
Yeah, that was the biggest high school tournament that's, to our knowledge, that's been put on anywhere in the United States.
So Seth, what was it like to be a part of that record?
It was pretty hectic out there, being so many kids out on the water and trying to find a spot to go, and other people be running around. And it was also, the weather was pretty bad that day, so it was also like a safety concern because there's so many kids out there, and they're over keeping all the kids safe and trying to make sure that they're out there. We don't want nobody getting hurt or anything like that.
I remember being out there. It was pretty cold that morning.
Yes, sir. And it was windy too. It was a couple of 6 and 7 footers. So
because of that weather, Bethany, how close do you guys look at the weather before you go out on the water?
Well, I don't really look at it, but my dad, he's on it all the time. He'll text me in the middle of school, hey, you need to pack this because it's going to be really cold out there.
What does the winning team get at these tournaments?
What the kids compete, we're taking, the kids pay a $40 entry fee into each tournament. We use $30 of that $40 to fund the prizes at each tournament. And what we do is we have a computer software that prints out, it's got a pay scale, and we write checks back to the individual schools for the clubs to use it as they see fit.
And then, Brian, this is the second round of this season's schedule. Right. Any more after this?
Yes, we have. It's a 5-tournament series. We had one in December. We've got one coming up here. Then we'll have two in March, one in April, and then it'll accumulate with a regional championship that the kids have to qualify for May 17th and 18th. So that's what they're all shooting for. We're hoping to have $25,000 worth of college scholarship money for the kids to compete for come May.
Good stuff right there. And for all of you guys at once, is it worth getting up at 4 in the morning and going to these tournaments?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Good stuff right there. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. Enjoy Saturday as well, so it should be a good day.
No handshake.
I'll tell Carrie Cooper to make sure that there's a good forecast out there as well.
Yes, sir.